Shields up, Iron Breakers. Rurikhan here coming at you with another video. Welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise, and today I'm going to be talking about the importance of taking your time. Now, this is a topic that is not exclusive to Monster Hunter Rise. It can be applied to a lot of video games, particularly any new release that has any kind of endgame activity whatsoever. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I've noticed that the gaming community over the past decade or so, and I know I'm showing my age 100%, but I've noticed this tendency of people just jumping into a new game, completely burning through the content as fast as they possibly can, and then they get to the end of the game, they engage in the end game gameplay loop for like a couple of hours, and then they go, oh, this game doesn't have any content, game is dead. This is actually something that I witnessed during Monster Hunter World, which I thought was completely ridiculous, because a lot of people just kind of burned through Monster Hunter World within like 20 hours flat or something like that. And then whenever I made my video, you know, when I hit the 200-hour mark, because whenever I hit that mark, I was like, I'm going to make a video and tell people my thoughts on this game after having played 200 hours of it. A lot of people were telling me, like, how come you haven't finished the game yet? Like, I finished it in 20 hours or 30 hours or whatever. Some people would be a little bit more, like maybe 50 hours or something like that. How come you didn't finish it, man? Do you not know how to play? And it's like, what's the deal? And it's like the reasoning is I didn't finish it because I was enjoying it. I'd never really stopped to think like, oh man, I gotta hurry up. I gotta catch up to the people that are ahead of me. I gotta make sure that I get to the end game as fast as humanly possible. Like, that is just something that I don't tend to think about when I'm playing a video game. And I realize that particularly when you're in a position of creating content like I am, there seems to be an even bigger tendency there because, like, oh, I gotta make sure that I stay ahead of the curve. I gotta make sure that I report to people and make videos about this, make videos about that. There's definitely a pressure there. And before we go any further in this video, because I can already anticipate some of the comments that are going to be coming down in the comment section, I don't intend to tell you guys how you should be playing your video games, okay? I'm just trying to make a point that there are many ways to play a video game, and there's no right or wrong way to go about it. As far as I'm concerned, the correct way to play a video game is whatever way happens to give you the most fun, so long as it is not intruding on the fun of others, because, you know, a lot of people tend to get their kicks off of trolling people that are actually trying to do something whenever it comes to online video games and stuff like that, and there's a time and a place for that, and sometimes it's funny, sometimes it can get annoying, so, you know, just use common sense when it comes to interpreting some of the stuff that I'm talking about here. But basically the crux of the issue here is I'm not trying to tell you how to enjoy your video games, okay? Enjoy your video games however you please. I'm trying to tell you that you shouldn't look at everything as a race, because I know that there are a lot of people in the community that are driven by competition, and this is something that we see a lot nowadays, you know, with the sensationalization, sorry, words. I'm not an English native speaker, by the way, so sorry if I make mistakes from time to time, but the sensationalization of, you know, big streamers or big content creators, and the fact that a lot of times they go and they do speed runs, or they're very competitive in whatever shooter of choice they happen to play, or whatever MOBA of choice they happen to play. And this kind of tends to generate almost a desire in people, like, oh no, I want to be the best, I want to be the number one, I want to do the thing, and I want to be the best. And that can actually be a healthy thing, but that doesn't mean that that is something that you need to get in the mindset of overnight, which I feel is what a lot of people end up doing. And ultimately, I feel that it is very important for people to sometimes just take a moment to stop and smell the roses. What is the most important thing to you? Is it finishing the game as fast as you possibly can? Is it getting to that end game activity to make sure that you get there before any of your friends, to make sure that you're not missing out? Or is it actually just enjoying the video game and having a good time? And make no mistake, once again, like I've mentioned this earlier in the video, I'm not here to dictate how you should play video games. I'm not here to tell you that there's a right way or a wrong way to go about this. I'm just bringing the point forward and asking you guys to think about it for a little bit. Think about what is actually important to you. And if what is important to you is beating the game as fast as possible, then go right ahead, carry on, jump into Monster Hunter Rise, burn through everything and get to the end game, do the rampages, do all of that jazz, and have a blast with it. That's cool. But if at any point in time, while you're thinking about the words that I'm saying, you're like, you know what, he's got a point, then consider how fast you want to actually go through the game. Because I've been looking at some of the Kamura Village footage that we've seen from IGN and also in the Japanese Capcom channel. And I'm just thinking about the amount of details and little hidden things that developers will have sprinkled out throughout the village, through every little nook and cranny. Just like, for instance, in Monster Hunter World, you would go around with Poogie trying to find out the hidden costumes. And I know that some people will just go up onto Fextra Life forums or whatever and figure out, oh, here's the points where I can go get my special suits for Poogie or whatever the equivalent is going to be for Monster Hunter Rise. But I found a lot of joy finding those things and going to the different points that you could in Astera and going to the different points in Selyana and all of that stuff, right? I find those little details of Monster Hunter to be really cool. Going up to your room, customizing stuff a little bit, figuring out how you want to tackle the game, if you want to create a bunch of sets in low rank, if you want to, try out a couple of different weapons and whatnot. I just think that there's more to things than just, go fast, go forward, get to, complete the key quest as fast as we possibly can, and then move forward. Because there's a question that I get asked a lot in some of my older videos, and that is people asking me, hey, I just found about this game, Monster Hunter World. Am I too late for it? No, you're not too late. Just like you're not going to be too late for Monster Hunter Rise if you see this video 10 years from now. You're not too late because these are not live service games. These are games that you're going to be able to enjoy whenever. And if you have a friend to enjoy with you, it's going to make it that much better because, the community is only going to be active for so long. But I can tell you that, for instance, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, I don't remember when that game came out, but it was a long time ago. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate came out on the Wii U and 3DS. As of this video, there's still active servers for that game. And there's still, a smaller chunk of people, but there's still people playing it. There's still people engaging in hunts. There's still a very small community there. So you're not going to be missing out because you take your time and you enjoy it, because, you're going to enjoy these games once. Your first experience, you only enjoy it once. This is one of the things that I would always talk about back in the day with Dark Souls, because a lot of people would usually go through guides and stuff like that before they actually played the game, and I would always tell them, no, you're gonna spoil your very first run of this game, which is going to be your first chance to actually get surprised, to experience the joy of discovery. And it's just something that it hurts me a little bit when people do that stuff. And again, you're free to do whatever you want, and I don't want to dictate terms. Things have changed. I am definitely feeling my age when it comes to gaming, because people enjoy video games in a very different way nowadays. But it did bother me, and I would be lying if I said it didn't bother me that, a month after Monster Hunter World came out, there are already a bunch of comments in my comment section going game's dead. And I'd be like, dude, what in the, oh my God, dude, Jesus. I just want to reach up to those people across the internet and slap them across the mouth. It's like, you did this to yourself. You did it to yourself. Why would you do that? I guess the point here is, and let me know if you guys agree with me, let me know if you disagree with me, because I'm open to discussion on this topic, obviously. But the point is, really, take your time, soak in the scenery, which I'm personally super excited to check out myself, because, I never got to play Portable Third, because it never came out on the West, and, I wasn't going to be messing around with friggin' fan translations on a modded PSP and all. I was like, nah, dude, it's too much work. And so this is the closest thing that a lot of us are going to get to Portable Third. And I just want to take my time and soak in all of that Japanese themes that they got going in Kamura and stuff like that. And I hope that you guys consider to yourself what is important to you. Is it getting to the end game, or is it actually enjoying the game? Just think about that for a couple of minutes, and then just do whatever the hell you were going to do anyway. It was just something that I felt important, and it's something that has bothered me in past years, and I guess I never really talked too much about it. But let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section down below. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like button. If you did not enjoy the video, dislike button. Feedback is important. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay strong, stay safe, peace out.